India, good evening. You're watching Times Now. This is the News Hour. My name is Pranesh. We are witnessed to the absolute horror that unfolded in Manipur. The viral video of two women being stripped naked and paraded outraged the nation. In the midst of this mind-numbing depravity, two incidents have also come to light from Bengal, which are no less distressing. After BJP candidate from Howrah was allegedly stripped and paraded naked on poll day, a video has surfaced from Malda showing a group of women stripping and thrashing two women accused of theft. BJP has cited these incidents to claim that opposition's outrage over Manipur is selective, asking why Mamta and her opposition colleagues are silent on women being let down in Bengal. Sample the reactions.
मालदा में जो घटना घटी जिसमें दो आदिवासी महिला को विवस्त्र करके मारा गया, सिर्फ यही नहीं उसके बाद उन्हें गिरफ्तार किया गया, पूरी तरीके से मानवता को शर्मसार कर देने वाली घटना है। और पश्चिम बंगाल के मुख्यमंत्री मालदा नहीं देखकर मणिपुर की तरफ नजर गड़ाए रखे हैं। तो ये जो मणिपुर वाला नजर है घुमा के थोड़ा मालदा में लाइए।
Equally shocking is a video which is now going viral on the internet, emanating from the state of West Bengal. The Congress is a mute spectator to the killings of innocents in the state of West Bengal, all because it is hungry for a collaboration with the TMC.
मुझे दुख की बात यह है, शशि पंजा जी ने अगर ये कहा और ममता जी की सरकार में कहा, जो एक महिला है और दूसरी महिला ने ऐसा बयान दिया, तो आप समझ लीजिए वहां पे महिला भयभीत क्यों है, वहां पे महिला अपराध क्यों है बंगाल में, वहां पे अपराध के बाद भी जुबान खोलने में डर क्यों होता है, क्योंकि मार दिया जाता है।
The TMC, however, has sought to dismiss claims of law and order collapse in Bengal, saying Malda incident was a case of theft and police promptly took control of situation. Cornered over violence and crime against women in the state, Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee chose to draw parallel with Pulwama incident, saying BJP will try and stage events just like they did Pulwama to tarnish the image of the state.
तो एक लोकल बड़े एक विलेज में है पकवाहट में, जो तो वहां पे चोरी वगैरह हुई। अब चोर जो थे दो लेडीज, उनको पकड़ लिए, जो पकड़े वो भी लेडीज है। छीना झपटी हुई, अब कपड़े निकल गए। उसको ये राजनीतिक चश्मा से क्यों देख रहे हैं? वहां पे जो सिविक पुलिस थी वो भी गई, लेकिन शी गॉट ओवरपावर्ड और सब लेडीज एक लोग। अब क्या है, लेडीज लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अपने हाथ में ले रही, ये भी तो सही नहीं है। खैर फिर भी पुलिस इंक्वायरी भी कर रही है और पुलिस इसको रजिस्टर भी की है केस।
এখন থেকে ছাত্র যুবদের বলবো, বিজেপির এখন প্ল্যান হচ্ছে তৈরি করে ঘটনা সাজিয়ে দিয়ে, ওই পুলমার মতো তৈরি করে সাজিয়ে দিয়ে নিজেরাই ফেক ভিডিও করবে, যেমন সিনেমা তৈরি হয় সেই ভিডিও করে বাংলাকে অসম্মান করবার চক্রান্ত করেছে। তার কারণ প্রধানমন্ত্রীর বক্তৃতা থেকে এটা ক্লিয়ার। প্রধানমন্ত্রী মণিপুরের কথা বলতে গিয়ে বাংলা, রাজস্থান, ছত্তিশগড়ের নাম করেছেন।
Let's quickly open this up, but before I introduce the panel, joining us, TMC Member of Parliament Dr. Kakoli Ghosh Dastedar, Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Gargi Nandi Roy, Political Analyst, Nilanjan Das, Rohan Mitra, both political analysts. They complete the panel. But let me introduce Dr. Dastedar first. Ma'am, good evening. Thank you for your time. Thank you for speaking to Times Now. At the outset, I just want to tell you and our viewers that we are discussing something very, very distressing and sensitive. Now, at the outset, I am sure you know about the kind of commentary around what happened in Manipur. The BJP is saying that what is happening in Bengal is equally condemnable, but leaders of the TMC have been silent on it. Your take on that, ma'am?
You see, I agree with you when you say that we are discussing a very sensitive issue. And I would rather have you not discussed this issue like this with all the people as if some circus is taking place. I have been there myself. But till date, I really am ashamed to say that the Mahila Morcha of Bharatiya Janata Party, the party which is ruling the center and the state, have not visited the state where women are being tortured like this. And don't you dare compare, don't you let anybody dare the people of Manipur who've been suffering for so long. What were you doing for so long? What was the media doing for 78 days? Why didn't you all pick up this issue, a very important topic, a burning issue? I have sent a picture, I have sent a video to the person of your house who was in touch with me. Look what is happening. You dare to compare that with anything else that's happening?
We are not in the business of
country.
comparison. Hello, hold on, ma'am, Dr. Dastidar. I have high regards for you. We are not in the business of comparison. That's best left to politicians. You fight it out with the BJP left, whoever you want to do it. You don't tell. No, 1 minute, Dr. Dastidar, 1 minute, ma'am, 1 minute. You were talking about the channel. I can tell you that our reporter Nibir Deka and others from our channel, Aishwarya Jain, Tejshri, have been on the ground in Manipur, sending us constant updates. But this is not about Times Now. This is about what's going on in Bengal and Manipur. Now, if you say that we should hang our heads in shame about the situation in Manipur.
We all.
No,
I said even myself.
Great.
I didn't tell you.
I'm glad you're taking that. I
us.
appreciate that stand, Dr. Dastidar. I'm only asking you a question, and this is a charge from the BJP. Don't get me wrong. They are saying that the TMC is being selective here. What would you say on an incident that has taken place in Malda and Howrah?
The fake news is churned out by the media cell of Bharatiya Janata Party should not be propagated by channels like you, but you've always been doing it. Whatever I've said is not for you particular. I'm talking about Bharatiya Janata Party, and I'm talking about their women. If you didn't hear me then, please hear me out now. That like I am ashamed, like I am sorry, like I am sad, like I'm crying, like I'm burning inside, even they should. Don't compare these two issues. See, when the central team came, there were 5 women honorable MPs who visited this state of West Bengal. Why didn't the so-called victim of Pachla, Howrah, complain to that? Because this is a fake story. The central forces were there during the elections. Why didn't the lady, whoever she is, with due respect to her and her people and the fake news mongers, why didn't they file an FIR or go to the central police? If they don't have faith on the state police, they should have gone to the central police, because they were here. 80,000 of them from the center were here for
okay, so you're dismissing what happened in Howrah and Malda as fake news.
The neighbors didn't know about this.
Dr. Dastidar.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Hear me out. The Director General of Police of the state, of this state, he has gone on record on the public platform saying that when our police went to that area and asked the neighbors, asked the lady herself, she said nothing has happened. So stop propagating false news like this.
We are not in the business of propagating false news, Dr. Dastidar. But let me ask you, you are talking about the BJP. I'll tell you what the left has said, ma'am. I'll tell you what the left has said. Mr. Yechuri was at that meeting in Bengaluru, sharing stage with Mamta Banerjee, the Grand Opposition Alliance Team India, as you guys have called it. And this is her quote. She said that it is just an example of West Bengal government's lawlessness. She was talking about the Malda incident. This is Brinda Karat.
You have heard about the Malda incident. What was it? 2 women were in the market stealing things, and other women protested when the local police, you look at the video, local police and civic police were trying to stop the public. It was the public versus those 2 women who were trying to steal something. Some poor people do it, but lawlessness is not equal to this. Some people, some other shopkeepers sitting there protested, and it is deplorable.
No, the left is calling it lawlessness. Dr. Dastidar, the left is calling.
We condemn it. We condemn it, but we don't compare it with Manipur. Have you seen the video I sent you, a person who was in touch with me?
Now, Dr. Dastidar.
Girls, there was a Kargil veteran's wife was paraded naked, and he is on court saying, I have defended my country, but I couldn't defend my wife. We all should be ashamed. Don't compare the two.
Dr. Dastidar, the other charge on the TMC is that Mamta Banerjee in particular, the Chief Minister, someone who's responsible for law and order as it is a state subject, has been silent on the people who've lost their lives in panchayat polls.
No, she has not. Where do you get your news from? In the cabinet meeting and on a PC, on a press conference from the state secretariat, she has expressed her grief, she's expressed her sorrow, and she said that out of the 19 people who lost their lives on the poll day, 13 are from our party, and we were killed more than the opposition. Opposition is trying hate-mongering, fake news and killing our people, but we are going to treat all cases equally, and we are going to give jobs to next of kin of all the people killed. Why don't you listen to all this?
No,
Being in the news media,
Dr.
you should
Dastidar,
report properly.
Dr. Dastidar, when you say opposition, I am sure you mean the Congress also, along with the BJP in Bengal?
I have to find out case to case who killed whom.
I'll
But
tell you,
about my
if you're
party,
not
I
aware
know
of the
30
comments
people were
made by
killed.
Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, then should I just read them out? Because he said that Mamata Banerjee as Chief Minister must resign.
If he said that, it is for our coalition to talk about it, think about it. Not on a platform like this,
No.
where you called me saying we are going to discuss Manipur. It was an open discussion on the mayhem that is taking place in Manipur. The women raped. Look at the videos. Aren't you ashamed? The Kargil veteran's wife is paraded naked and raped. 2 little girls were hiding in a car wash. They were pulled out and gang raped. Aren't you ashamed? I am ashamed.
I am ashamed,
I
ma'am.
hope-
I hang my
hope
head in
all
shame.
women-
But I am
I
equally
hope all
ashamed. No,
women
no,
of
I am
this
equally
country-
ashamed. Dr. Dastidar,
hope
I
all
am equally,
women
I'll
of
tell
this
you,
country
I'll tell you,
understand.
Dr. Dastidar, I am equally ashamed with what is happening in Rajasthan,
I
with
am.
what is happening in Bengal. 5 of a family burnt alive in Rajasthan. And
I said your rape versus my rape.
No,
Your
no.
Mumbai
I am
versus-
only
don't
talking
go
about the
into that.
principle.
State Manipur
Ma'am,
is
crime is a
different
crime,
issue.
ma'am.
I
We
said
should all
state
protect
Manipur
our
is a
betis and we should
different
speak about our daughters.
You take Manipur as a separate issue with
Okay.
an international border, and where there is a war going on between 2 types of clans.
Okay.
It's a clan war going on. 78 days. The state government has failed the people miserably. There is no relief for them. The children don't have baby food. So
Okay.
let us discuss Manipur
Let us
separately.
discuss. Now, with your
You know,
permission, Dr.
to my
Dastidar,
mind.
should I open this up? Are you willing to participate in a discussion where you have Sanju Verma, the national spokesperson of the BJP, answering some
No,
of your questions?
I don't talk to cantankerous women who see no reason, only shout.
No,
And I
Dr.
have
Dastidar,
another one
let's
at 9 o'clock, please.
Let's
I
just
have
be
another
civil with each other, please.
question.
Let's not call names, please. That's not responsible
I said
commentary. now.
cantankerous. I said cantankerous. Please look up the meaning. And I have another interview at 9 o'clock, okay?
Okay, Dr. Dastidar, thanks for sparing some time and speaking to us. So the TMC rejecting the charge of the Bharatiya Janata Party and saying that there is no comparison with Manipur and the 2 incidents should not be compared and there is no selective silence, as was the charge from the BJP. Dr. Dastidar, thank you for speaking to Times. Now let's open this up. Viewers, Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Garji Nandi Roy, Nilanjan Das, Rohan Mitra. Sanju Verma, you heard at least parts of what Dr. Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar had to say. She's saying that this is an attempt by the BJP to hide the failures of the government in Manipur.
You know, Pranesh, I heard what Kakoli Dastidar said, and I am not going to sit back and listen to, bhashan from a lady. Very politely, you asked her a question whether she wants to debate with Sanju Verma, and she said she doesn't want to debate with cantankerous women. So I want to tell Kakoli Dastidar that you're shamefully depraved, incompetent, you're unfit to be a member of parliament because you do not even have the courtesy and the guts to debate with the BJP's national spokesperson. And if there is anyone who's cantankerous, if there's anyone who's incompetent, if there's anyone who should hang her head in shame, it is you and your Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, who also happens to be the Home Minister and who says that Manipur violence has rattled her.
Minister of Bengal, not Manipur.
But when we tell her that there's been a similar incident where a woman was disrobed right down to her inner wear and she's been groped, Pranesh, by a mob of 40 to 50 TMC goons, that video is as horrific as the Manipur one. Mamata Banerjee shamelessly says, Kakoli Dastidar very shamelessly says that these are doctored videos. So when it happens in Manipur, it is the gospel truth. But when it happens in Bengal, look at the shamelessness of Mamata Banerjee, look at the shamelessness of Kakoli Dastidar. They are making a mockery of the victim in this case.
Mr. Das, calm down. I'm coming to you. Let her make the point, then I'll come to you. You can take her on. 1 minute, Mr. Das. Why are you losing your cool?
May I finish? Thank you.
Mr. Das, I'll come to you.
I repeat for the benefit of your audience because I was heckled. Kakoli Dastidar and Mamata Banerjee should hang their heads in shame. One is a member of parliament who mocks the victims in Howrah, the victims in Alipurdwar, the victims in Kaliaganj, in Malda, the victims in Panchala, the victims in Birbhum. And why? Because they happen to belong to the saffron party, the Bharatiya Janata Party in this case. And I tell you one thing, Pranesh, that till yesterday I was in a zillion debates, and each time the TMC panelists would say, show us the video. If you have the proof, show us the video. Locket Chatterjee was only shedding crocodile tears. And today, when the video is out, now they say it is a doctored video. This is the reality of Mamata Banerjee and the TMC goons.
Where is the video?
Of course. Nilanjan Das has been wanting to respond to you. He says what you're saying is not true. Nilanjan Das.
She is lying. I just can't understand what she's saying. Yes, I must watch the video. I think she's referring, she's confusing. I think her eyes is okay. So this is the video of Malda where some women who are lifting items from a hut, a village level market. She was trashed by other shopkeepers and other women of that area. This is a law and order, definitely it's a law and order issue. But it was tackled by the local police, the local civic police. And she is referring to this as what was been alleged by the melodramatic MP from Hooghly. She carried out a melodrama yesterday, a press conference, and she came up with lies, blatant lies. And Sanju Verma, she doesn't even know that Panchla lies within Howrah. She has no understanding of the situation.
No, 1 minute. Is the place more important or what we are talking about? Nilanjan Das, 1 minute. Are you trying to 1 minute? Are you going after the victims? Mr. Das, are you going after the victims? Justifying this act? Whether it is a theft or anything else, how does it matter?
If you are educated about the situation, let me educate you.
Listen, Mr. Das, you don't have to educate us. Try and introspect. 1 minute, Mr. Das. No. Come down from the high horse, first of all, Mr. Das. I don't know. Mr. Das, 1 minute. 1 minute. Don't lose your cool, Mr. Das. Mr. Das, do not lose your cool with me. I am not going to allow you this free run. 1 minute. I have been polite, but I am not going to take this. Come down from the high horse. You're no one to educate us. Tell us the facts if you have. If you don't have, Mr. Das, if you don't have the facts, Mr. Das, it's okay. It's okay. That's okay if you can't answer questions. But please, I am not going to allow you to go after, to go after survivors and victims. You can't just dismiss it and say, theft tha, ho gaya, people were angry, agitated.
Who has said that? Why are you putting words in my mouth?
You are trying to play it down. You're trying to trivialize.
Who is trying to trivialize anything? I am saying that what Locket Chatterjee and this liar BJP spokesperson just said right now is a blatant lie. There is no truth. It has been completely addressed by the BJP of the state, and there's no substance to it whatever. What has happened in Malda is extremely condemnable, and the police has taken so much cognizance of it. The BJP is spreading it to save its face from what has happened in Manipur.
Now, you tell me, Mr. Nilanjan Das, 1 minute. Mr. Das, 1 minute. Mr. Das, have you forgotten about Mamata Banerjee's Pulwama comment? I mean, what has Pulwama got to do with all this?
Don't you know that Pulwama was used by the BJP to win the 2019
Are you suggesting Pulwama never happened? Do you know who did Pulwama?
Nonsense.
Are you saying Pulwama was orchestrated, Mr. Das?
Who has said that?
Mamata Banerjee has said that the BJP is trying to do a Pulwama-like thing.
It's not my problem if you don't understand Bengali. It's not my problem.
What has Mamata Banerjee said? No, 1 minute for the benefit of our viewers.
Mamata Banerjee said. Don't put words in my mouth.
No, you tell us. You tell us, please. You tell us what has Mamata Banerjee said.
She has said that the BJP is going to use certain videos to incite riots in Bengal. She has said, and this is, by the way, this is a statement by Shubhendu Adhikari. He has said that we are going to create a situation in Bengal that will necessitate Article 355 or 356. This is the statement of Shubhendu Adhikari. Yes, I need to educate you because you are so
I'm telling you,
uninformed.
1 minute, sir, 1 minute.
You are so uninformed.
This is Mr. Das.
You are conducting a debate without having any knowledge about the situation.
Wonderful. Now that you are done giving me a certificate, now listen to the quote. And I'm quoting now. I would like to say to TMC youth leaders that BJP is planning to stage events in front of camera just like it happened in Pulwama. What happened in Pulwama?
Right.
Ask Mr. Satyapal Malik, the former BJP governor.
No, you tell me. You claim to be... you are handing over certificates. What happened in Pulwama, Mr. Das?
That is not the subject of the debate.
Mr. Das.
talking on Bengal issue and Manipur issue.
Why are you running away now? Why are you running away? Mr. Das, why are you running away? What happened in Pulwama? Tell me, what happened in Pulwama? What happened in Pulwama, Mr. Das? Mr. Das, what happened in Pulwama? What happened in Pulwama? 44 of our braves lost their lives by keeping quiet today. You are doing a disservice to them. This is an insult to their martyrdom, to the supreme sacrifice. This was a terror attack sponsored by Pakistan, and here the Chief Minister is trying to trivialize that by saying that this was something that was staged. And Mr. Das, you have the gall to justify all of it.
Person to go non-stop and non-stop with lies and fakery. This is the problem with Times Now.
Mr. Das, I'll tell you, there is no problem. The problem is when you don't come prepared and when you are exposed, then you begin to go after the channel. No, 1 minute. Listen to Mamata Banerjee. No, let me play out what Mamata Banerjee said. Mr. Das, stop ranting first of all. Mr. Das, please. I am being civil with you. I am asking you questions. Now, if you can't answer, don't shout.
You have to answer me. Where is the truth behind what has happened? Where is the truth behind
I'll tell you. I am glad that you have asked me that. NIA has filed a charge sheet.
Where?
Where a charge sheet filed?
In the Howrah incident?
I am talking about Pulwama.
No, I am not discussing Pulwama.
Why are you not discussing?
No, I'm not.
Here you are defending Mamata Banerjee. Now you don't want to talk about Pulwama. Listen to Mr. Das. 1 minute. Mr. Das, you have to allow. Don't heckle the anchor, please. You know that's easy. Out shouting the anchor is easy. 1 minute. Not that I will allow you to do that, Mr. Das, but in any case, listen to Mamata Banerjee. Listen to what she said.
No, don't.
Listen to Mamata Banerjee.
কোন থেকে ছাত্র যুবদের বলবো বিজেপির এখন প্ল্যান হচ্ছে তৈরি করে ঘটনা সাজিয়ে দিয়ে ওই পুলমার মতো তৈরি করে সাজিয়ে দিয়ে নিজেরাই ফেক ভিডিও করবে যেমন সিনেমা তৈরি হয়
Now, there are other people who understand Bengali. Gargi Nandi Roy, what did Mamata mean? What did she say?
Yes, I do.
Then please allow me.
Yes. She meant that Pulwama was a fake video. That's what she absolutely meant. You are correct, Pranesh. You did not misinterpret her Bengali. What you said is what she has said in Bengali. I am a daughter of Bengal, and ask this heckler to stop. Ask this heckler from Trinamool. I know Trinamool is a party of goons, but
don't do this. Let others also have their say. Don't be so intolerant. Don't be so intolerant, Mr. Das. Now come on. Show some grace, please. Let the others also speak.
I didn't interrupt when you were talking.
Don't try to deflect. This is not going to work.
I don't know why the faders can't...
What has... 1 minute. No, what has Pulwama got to do with Manipur? No, 1 minute. If Mamata Banerjee is interested about justice in Manipur, what has Pulwama got to do with Manipur? Mr. Das, please. Measure what you are saying, please. You are crossing the line, Mr. Das. Let Gargi Nandi Roy have a say. I'll have to lower the fader, sir. I'm sorry.
Pranesh, please put his... Yes, Pranesh, please lower his fader. Otherwise, he will not listen to you. Pranesh,
I am a daughter of Bengal, and yes, I hang my head in shame because of what is happening in Bengal. Manipur is very shocking, horrific beyond words. The accused have been arrested and let them be given the strictest of punishment. But there cannot be any comparison between Manipur and Bengal. Manipur is a very different case of ethnic violence. It's a combustible mix of history, faith, and ethnic violence, identity politics. And we have seen this ethnic violence in the Congress era also, when Congress CM Ikram Obobi Singh passed 3 bills. So it has a history. But what has happened in Bengal, the Malda case is terrible, where Dalit women are disrobed. If this would have happened in a BJP-ruled state, all would have been up in arms. So they only shed tears because when the women's body is violated and that can be used to attack Modi ji, then the violation of women's body is useful to them, so they sympathize with those women. But when women's body is violated in state of Bengal, they are all silent, they are conspicuous by their silence. And what has happened in Bengal is an unleashing of terror by the ruling party. Whatever has happened in Panchla, a BJP candidate was attacked. I have heard her husband talking, and here is the FIR. Should I show you the FIR copy? The FIR was done on 14th of July. Her husband is saying that he is scared to speak out because he has small children. What has happened in 2021? The ghost of the 2021 post-poll violence is still haunting, where a 6-year-old woman was raped in front of her grandson. Keep quiet, Nilanjan. Don't be such a hypocrite.
Mr. Das, no, what is this? You know, this video is made up. These people, 1 minute. Are you suggesting that the 2 women, 2 women in this video from Malda paid the people and asked them, disrobe us, we'll make a video, gain some sympathy? What are you saying?
Who is defending what has happened in Malda?
And they are Dalit women. What would have happened if a Dalit woman would have attacked in UP? What would have you done if a Dalit woman would have been attacked in UP? What would have you said? Now when a Dalit is attacked, and it happened in front of civic police. It happened in front of civic police, and those 2 women have been arrested. And the unleashing of terror by the state power we have seen during 2021 post-poll violence. Pranesh, I myself have interviewed women who had fled from her village. Women in her village were raped at gunpoint. They could not put a complaint in the police station.
Let me turn to Rohan Mitra.
When the fact-finding team went there,
I will, sir. I will.
What are you talking?
And before Rohan Mitra, in fact, before I come to you, Sanju Verma, respond to what Mr. Das is saying. He is saying everything, all this is propaganda by the BJP.
Pranesh, give me 10 seconds.
Ms. Roy, you made that point. Let me just get in a word from the BJP national spokesperson.
May I please?
Okay, let her just add a point.
Which is very important because you have called the TMC MP. This will add up to your point also, Sanjuji. You had called the TMC MP Kakuli Ghosh Dostidar. You know how Kakuli Ghosh Dostidar had maligned the Park Street's rape victim. Didi had called the Park Street rape a conflict story, and Kakuli Ghosh Dostidar standing in front of the parliament had
Right. I have that quote. Let Sanju Verma come in now. Sanju Verma, all this is propaganda by the BJP.
Yes.
BJP has been garlanding rapists, so Bilkis Banu.
This is not done.
I'll have to lower your fader, Mr. Das, if you keep talking over other people.
Pranesh, I have not got a chance to speak yet.
I'm coming to you, Rohan. I'm coming to you after Sanju Verma.
Pranesh, as Gargi said, I remember the horrific 2012 gang rape of Suzette Jordan. And after the horrific gang rape, she unfortunately died in 2015. Justice was served very late. But that time I remember Mamata Banerjee mocking Suzette Jordan and saying, oh, she used to visit clubs very frequently. She's a loose woman. She's an alcoholic. We should not worry if she's gang raped. And Kakuli Dastidar, who's sitting here and giving lectures on political morality, actually clapped and said, yes, Mamata Didi is right. Suzette Jordan is a loose woman and she needed to be gang raped. The Hamsakhali gang rape happened in 2022. And I was on your channel, Pranesh, on a zillion debates. And Mamata Banerjee said, oh, the Hamsakhali gang rape is not a gang rape. Why did she say that? Because the main accused is the son of a TMC councillor. A 14-year-old was gang raped, and Mamata Banerjee says, who knows whether it was a gang rape whether it was a love affair gone wrong or whether the girl was pregnant, so she deliberately tried and implicated our TMC councillor's son. This is a woman chief minister shaming womanhood, shaming her constitutional position, shaming her elected position as a woman chief minister, the only one in the country. And no wonder that today, when horrifying videos are out, be it from Panchala in Howrah, be it from Alipurduar, be it from South Dinajpur, we have TMC goons saying, "Sab changa si."
Rohan Mitra, why is there selective outrage on crimes against women?
Pranesh, this is, let me speak for like 2 minutes, all right? The Nirbhaya episode, when it happened in the capital of India, it was Manmohan Singh government in the center and it was Sheila Dikshit's government in Delhi. When the whole, like your channel, the whole media, the whole country was at the government in the center and at the Delhi, did you ever see the Congress shift the blame that, something else has happened in another state, so the Nirbhaya rape is not important? What happened in the Nirbhaya rape? All the guilty were punished. The Nirbhaya brothers was held by Rahul Gandhi. The fact of the matter is, in today's debate, what I'm seeing is we started this debate at a certain point, and after that, everyone's gone on to blame and bring out episodes in another state. Let me put it out on record here. There are some women on this panel. If you have a problem, please stop blaming another woman for a rape. If you're saying Jodhpur, I am ashamed of what happened in Jodhpur. I am taking the blame that Jodhpur, the government failed. But the police arrested the criminals within that day. The criminals were found out to be BJP people. Pranesh, don't miss out on this. What is important is in Manipur, what we heard on the day when the viral video, when your channel was asking the CM, what he said this was not an isolated incident. Such incidents were happening throughout the last 2.5 months in Manipur. Just because there was no internet in Manipur, these videos did not come out. What are you talking? How can you compare isolated incidents? Everyone is apologetic about.
Rohan Mitra, 1 minute. I'll tell you the fundamental problem. No one is comparing the two incidents. We are only talking about the selective outrage. And you're talking about what happened in Jodhpur. I'll tell you. You must have heard what the chief minister has done to a minister who said, our law and order is not in the right shape. He was sacked.
Pranesh, that is a party matter. He is the chief minister.
Party matter?
He's not a spokesperson of the party. No. If the party is taking a decision, it must have internal ratifications. The main point is
Rohan Mitra, are you justifying? No, 1 minute. Mr. Gudha, what did he say?
What makes you think? Makes you think that one isolated incident is the reason that the cabinet minister was changed?
Now you can say one isolated incident. Rohan Mitra, please let's have some semblance of balance.
Is wrong. I am saying the isolated incidents against the minister.
Okay, last word, Sanju Verma. 30 seconds. We'll have to take a break. Sanju Verma, make your point.
Pranesh, please. First and foremost, when Congress unofficial spokesperson Rohan Mitra says that Jodhpur was an isolated incident as per NCRB data, last year there were 6,000 rapes and gang rapes. Rajasthan is the rape capital of India. Last week in Karoli,
I reject that data. I reject your data, Sanju Verma.
With acid,
I reject your data, Sanju Verma. I reject your data.
Last year there was the Alwar.
Okay, let's not, this mudslinging is not going to help the cause. The cause is that we must ensure that our betis are safe and they get justice. We've run out of time, but let's at least take a pledge that we will not do anything that berates their honor and dignity, and at the very least not do anything that is even borderline victim shaming. With that, we're taking a short break. Another important debate on the other side. Stay with Times Now.